Did you know that despite spending billions of dollars on supplements each year, many people never actually feel any real benefits from vitamins? Surprisingly, there are subtle yet critical reasons why these nutrients might not be working in your body at all. Today, you'll discover 10 key factors that could be sabotaging your vitamins. Factors so common that most people never suspect them. And by the end, you'll get a practical checklist to help you track each point so you can finally get the results you've been looking for. Before we begin, think about your own routine. Do you take a multivitamin in the morning? Maybe you're trying to combat fatigue or fill in nutritional gaps. Despite those good intentions, many people end up disappointed when they don't see or feel any changes. The twist is that most vitamin deficiencies aren't obvious through blood tests alone, because key nutrients often reside deep within your cells. And that's just one potential pitfall. I'm going to walk you through 10 commonly overlooked reasons why your vitamins might be failing. We'll talk about how they happen, who's at higher risk, and what you can do right now to fix them. Of course, stay tuned until the end for a practical checklist so you can immediately apply this knowledge. Reason number 1, lack of stomach acid. Let's start with a factor that may sound simple but has a huge impact. Insufficient stomach acid. You could be taking the highest quality supplements on the market, but if you're not digesting and absorbing them, they won't help you. Why does this happen? Low acidity makes it harder to absorb minerals like magnesium and zinc. Vitamin B12, mostly found in meat, also depends on an acidic environment to break free from protein. Common warning signs: indigestion, gas, reflux, or even bacterial overgrowth in the small intestine SIBO. Ironically, acid reflux can sometimes be due to too little acid, not too much. What to do right now? Talk to a healthcare professional about testing your acid levels or possibly supplementing with beta-NaCl, if appropriate. Adjust your diet by reducing highly processed foods and drinks that alter stomach pH. A real-life example. John, 45, suffered from chronic reflux and assumed he had too much acid. After a thorough evaluation, tests showed that his stomach acid was actually too low. Correcting this improved his vitamin absorption and boosted his energy. Reason number 2, synthetic versus natural forms. Not all vitamins are created equal. Some are lab-made to mimic natural nutrients, but may not have the same bioavailability. How does this interfere? Synthetic versions may not be easily recognized by the body or might require extra steps to be converted into their active forms. Chelated minerals, bound to amino acids, are generally better absorbed than cheap forms, e.g., oxides, carbonates. Practical examples: folic acid, synthetic B9, versus folate active form. Folic acid can build up in the blood if your body can't convert it effectively. Cyanocobalamin, synthetic B12, versus methylcobalamin active form. Immediate action: read labels and opt for supplements with active or natural forms, folate, methylcobalamin, etc., whenever possible. Reason number 3, taking nutrients in isolation. In nature, we rarely find nutrients alone. They come packaged together, working in synergy. Why does this matter? Taking high doses of one nutrient, say vitamin D, can lead to a deficiency in another, like magnesium. Calcium and magnesium compete for the same intestinal absorption pathways. Signs something is off. You take a particular supplement, but start showing symptoms of another deficiency. Lab tests become confusing, showing imbalances among different nutrients. How to fix it? Consider comprehensive nutritional complexes that include synergistic combinations. If you need therapeutic doses, work with a healthcare professional to avoid creating new imbalances. Reason number 4, wrong dosages, too much or too little. The RDA, recommended dietary allowance, for many nutrients may be too low for individuals with severe deficiencies, chronic conditions, or specific goals. Where's the problem? Vitamin D. Many labels still show only 600 IU, whereas you may need significantly more, 5,000 to 10,000 IU, to correct a deficiency. Potassium. The recommended daily intake is high, around 4,700 milligrams, but most commercial supplements only provide 99 milligrams per dose. Real-life example: Maria, who is pre-diabetic, needed large doses of B1, especially the fat-soluble form benfotiamine, to improve neuropathy in her feet, but was taking minimal amounts and saw no improvement. Practical tip: assess your health situation and, if needed, use therapeutic doses under professional guidance. Get relevant tests or professional advice to fine-tune the correct dosage. Reason number 5: damaging habits, smoking, alcohol, poor diet. Taking vitamins while holding on to habits that destroy nutrients is like pouring water into a leaky bucket. Why does this happen? Smoking depletes antioxidant levels, especially vitamin C. Excessive alcohol strains the liver, leading to depletion of B vitamins and magnesium. High-sugar diets increase your need for B1 to metabolize carbohydrates. Consequences: lack of results. You can worsen any existing deficiencies. Absorption issues. Chronic inflammation from junk food hinders nutrient uptake in the gut. Immediate step: first, or at least gradually, reduce the factor that's stealing your nutrients. Increase nutrient density by adding vegetables, quality protein, and healthy fats. Reason number 6: insulin resistance or diabetes. Insulin isn't just about blood sugar regulation. It also helps shuttle nutrients into cells. How does it affect vitamins? With insulin resistance, many cells struggle to open up and let vitamins and minerals in. Diabetics often deal with complications like neuropathy that require higher doses of specific nutrients. Signs to watch for: chronic fatigue, tingling or numbness in extremities, neuropathy, excessive thirst, difficulty controlling blood sugar despite following medical advice. What to do? Adopt a lower carb approach to improve insulin sensitivity. Consider higher therapeutic doses of B vitamins, magnesium, vitamin D, etc. under supervision. Reason number 7: precursor versus active forms, vitamin A, omega-3, etc. Many people assume that eating certain veggies or seeds completely meets their vitamin A or omega-3 needs, but don't realize that the body often struggles to convert those precursors into active forms. Examples: vitamin A, beta-carotene, carrots, spinach, versus retinol, egg yolks, cod liver oil. Omega-3, ALA, flaxseed, chia, versus EPA and DHA, fatty fish oil. Why is this critical? Converting beta-carotene into retinol can be inefficient if you have metabolic or genetic issues. ALA to EPA/DHA conversion can be as low as 1 to 5% in some people. How to fix it? For guaranteed retinol, incorporate animal sources or high-quality supplements. For omega-3, look for EPA/DHA, fatty fish oil, krill oil. Reason number 8: fillers and additives, maltodextrin, sugars, etc. Many supplements use maltodextrin as a filler or to help convert ingredients into powder form. This can directly conflict with vitamin absorption. Impact on the body: maltodextrin competes with vitamin C and can increase the need for B1 as it acts like a rapidly absorbed carbohydrate. The presence of sugars or sweeteners in supplements can inflame the gut, making nutrient assimilation more difficult. Strategy: read labels carefully and avoid products listing maltodextrin as a key ingredient. Choose brands that prioritize purity and contain minimal extra ingredients. Reason number 9: inadequate testing or misinterpretation. Most people rely on basic blood tests to identify deficiencies, but many nutrients are stored in cells or bones rather than the bloodstream. Consequences: a normal blood test might not rule out deficiency. Your body could be pulling nutrients from storage to keep blood levels stable. You might delay necessary actions if you rely solely on incomplete tests. What to do? Talk to a professional about more functional or intracellular nutrient tests if available. Look at clinical signs, not just lab numbers. Reason number 10: unrealistic expectations and lack of patience. Last but not least, It's common to expect a quick fix from vitamins without realizing that nutritional repair takes time. Where do people go wrong? Quitting a supplement after a few weeks if there's no immediate change. Forgetting that rebuilding tissues, enzymes, and hormones requires a steady supply of nutrients over a longer period. How to handle it? Set a realistic timeline. Often at least 3 months of consistent use before seeing solid improvements. Keep a log of symptoms and energy levels to note smaller changes over time. Recap of the 10 main reasons. Lack of stomach acid. Synthetic versus natural forms. Using nutrients in isolation. Incorrect dosages, too high or too low. Habits that destroy nutrients. Smoking, alcohol, poor diet. Insulin resistance or diabetes. Precursor versus active forms, vitamin A, omega-3, etc. Harmful fillers and additives, maltodextrin. Inadequate testing or misinterpretation. Unrealistic expectations and lack of consistency. Even if just one of these applies to you, fixing it could dramatically improve your results. Why we need vitamins and who's at higher risk. Humans need around 180 nutrients to keep all our biochemical reactions running smoothly. In an ideal world, we'd get it all from diet alone. However, high-risk factors include limited diet variety, restrictive eating plans, or excessive fast food consumption, medical conditions, GI issues, autoimmune disorders, or long-term use of certain medications. Age. As we get older, absorption can decline. Lifestyle. Chronic stress and inactivity also affect nutrient balance. Prevention and optimization tips. Nobody's perfect, but a few steps can maximize your supplement absorption and effectiveness. Prioritize real food. Vegetables, healthy fats, lean proteins, and fruits form a strong baseline. Cut back on ultra-processed foods, sugars, and alcohol. Exercise regularly. Walking, light strength training, or yoga can improve insulin sensitivity and circulation. Maintain a healthy weight. Excess body fat alters hormones and inflammation, inhibiting nutrient absorption. Pay attention to subtle symptoms. Fatigue, hair loss, brittle nails, and irritability can all point to nutrient deficiencies. Keep up with routine checkups. Get annual or, as advised, health assessments. Discuss specific deficiencies and functional testing when needed. Recap of the 10 main reasons. Lack of stomach acid. Synthetic versus natural forms. Using nutrients in isolation. Incorrect dosages, too high or too low. Habits that destroy nutrients, smoking, alcohol, poor diet. Insulin resistance or diabetes. Precursor versus active forms, vitamin A, omega-3, etc. Harmful fillers and additives, maltodextrin. Inadequate testing or misinterpretation. Unrealistic expectations and lack of consistency. Practical checklist. Here's the promised quick reference checklist to see if you or someone you know might be missing key steps in supplementing effectively. Adequate stomach acidity. Do you experience chronic heartburn or poor digestion? Have you checked for low stomach acid, hypochlorhydria? Correct vitamin or mineral form. Does the label list methylcobalamin B12 and active folate instead of cyanocobalamin and folic acid? Have you checked which types of calcium, magnesium, and iron you're taking? Nutritional balance. Are you taking excessive doses of a single nutrient, e.g., vitamin D, without checking magnesium or K2 levels? Do you assess the overall picture, not just one element in isolation? Sufficient quantity. Are you only using the RDA, which may be too low, or following more up-to-date guidelines? Noticing any improvement? If not, maybe you need therapeutic doses. Dietary habits. Are you mostly relying on pills? Or do you include real, nutrient-dense foods? Are you avoiding junk food or drinks that hinder absorption? Health conditions. Do you have insulin resistance, diabetes, or autoimmune issues needing special care? Do you smoke or drink alcohol often? Active sources of certain vitamins. For vitamin A, do you consume retinol, eggs, fish, or only beta-carotene carrots? For omega, 3. Are you getting EPA/DHA or just seeds? Additives and fillers. Does your supplement contain maltodextrin, sugars, or unnecessary dyes? Do you prefer products with fewer extra ingredients? Tests and evaluation. Are you relying solely on a basic blood panel? Or have you done more specific testing? Do you track daily symptoms like energy, mood, or sleep quality? Consistency and patience. Are you taking your supplements regularly at the recommended times, with or without food? Are you giving your body enough time, months, to see real improvements? If you or someone you know is falling short in any of these areas, it might be time to adjust your approach. Often, small tweaks to how you take vitamins can lead to big changes in overall health and well-being. Final thoughts. Vitamins and minerals are crucial in nearly every biochemical process in your body. Today, we covered 10 common mistakes that often prevent people from reaping real benefits from their supplements. If even one of these reasons applies to you, fixing that one point might significantly improve your results. Share this video or article with anyone feeling frustrated by lack of supplement progress. Comment below if any of these points resonated with you or if you have additional tips. Your experience might guide others toward a better approach. Stay informed. Consider subscribing to trustworthy channels or following healthcare professionals for more on nutrition and wellness. Remember, your body is a complex system. By paying close attention to details from the form of the vitamin to your daily habits, you can finally unlock the full potential of supplements. Thank you for watching or reading, and here's to your health.